Brian Thompson, CEO of the leading health insurance provider in the United States, UnitedHealthcare, was unalived in New York City while heading to a meeting on Wednesday, December 4th. Welcome back to your one-stop hub for global news, sports, finance, and celebrity gossip. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a beat. This is your celebrity news. So 2 days after the incident, the NYPD is still searching for the suspect that has unalived the life of Brian Thompson, a father, a CEO, and also a friend. The police have managed to create a composite sketch of the individual and a timeline of events. The crime took place near a well-known hostel for backpackers located at 891 Amsterdam Avenue, a major street close to Central Park in the Upper West Side, a peaceful neighborhood in Manhattan. The High New York City Hostel, that is the name of the hostel, was formerly a retirement home for women built in 1883 with red bricks and is now a historic landmark. It's a great place to stay for under $100 a night in dorm rooms. On Thursday, there was a lot of activity. A sign on the entrance read, "Private property, no trespassing." Journalists crowded around the young travelers leaving the building, asking them about the situation inside. Armed with a search warrant, the NYPD was meticulously combing through the hostel. It's believed that the suspect that has unalived Brian Thompson stayed there. According to TMZ, he may have stayed in room 407 on the 4th floor, sharing it with 2 other boys. This incident is the talk of the town in New York and even in the world, actually, as people are struggling to understand the motives behind this. Who was the suspect? Who the police are struggling to identify? We don't have a name yet, but why target Brian Thompson, an apparently harmless CEO? And we say apparent because we still don't know the motives that motivated this unaliving. Such a crime is unprecedented in a city like New York City, known for its ties to Scorsese and De Niro. Using surveillance footage, investigators managed to put together a composite sketch of the suspect, a young, thin man around 6'1" with fair skin. They were also beginning to trace his movements before the crime, so it seems. The police believe the suspect arrived in New York last week by Greyhound bus from Atlanta, Georgia, before Thanksgiving. He disappears from the radar until November 30th, when he arrives at the High Hostel with a fake ID from nearby New Jersey. He stays for 4 nights, paying in cash. He makes a mistake by flirting with the cashier when he pays for his room, prompting her to ask him to smile. He lowers his mask in front of the hostel's surveillance cameras, allowing the police to release his face to the public. On December 4th, the day of the crime, the suspect is first filmed at 5 a.m. walking near the hostel, carrying what looks like a bicycle battery. He then heads to the Midtown business district south of the city. At 6:15 a.m., he is spotted in a Starbucks purchasing 2 energy bars and a bottle of water. Around 6:35 a.m., he appears again in a video retrieved by Fox News on 55th Street, walking briskly, wearing a hooded jacket, a black mask, and a light gray backpack. At 6:39 a.m., he arrives on foot in front of the Hilton Hotel on 54th Street, where he waits for his victim. At 6:44 a.m., Brian Thompson, dressed in blue jacket, walks alone on the sidewalk, heading into the Hilton for an 8 a.m. investor meeting. The killer approaches from behind, pointing a B&T station 6.9 mm pistol with a long barrel, which the police believes was a quiet one. He shoots at least twice, hitting Brian in the back and thigh, but the gun jams. Despite this, Brian collapses fatally wounded. The suspect flees on foot toward 55th Street, then seems to switch to an electric bike, riding north of 7th Avenue before disappearing into Central Park, where fewer cameras are present. Investigators managed to intercept him one last time at 6:48 a.m. as he pedals through the park. CBS released a final video from 6:59 a.m. showing the suspect passing by on his bike near 85th Street, close to his hostel. After that, his trail was lost. At the crime scene, investigators find two major clues. They recovered a bottle of water the killer bought at Starbucks, likely dropped during his escape, which contains DNA traces, though they are unfortunately not perfect. They also find a phone abandoned by the suspect, and notably bullet casings with strange inscriptions: deny, defend, and deposit. The investigators wonder if this could be a reference to the book Delay, Deny, Defend: Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It, by insurance law professor J.M. Feynman. This book criticizes the tactics used by insurance companies to avoid paying claims. One theory being pursued is that this crime could be an act of revenge by an activist or individual who feels they were scammed by an insurance company. But as of last night, the mystery remains unsolved, and the $10,000 reward offered by the NYPD for information still stands. So as we said, this is the talk of New York, and it's definitely the talk of the world, because if a CEO of an apparent non-threatening company supposedly can get unlived in a street by a stranger, then nobody is safe. So what is the motive? So we cannot wait to find out the motives behind this crime. And also to the family of Brian Thompson, we're sorry for your loss, and we hope you find peace and solace in this hard time. And to any other CEOs, like, we noticed that most healthcare companies now and insurance and whatnot, they've started to erase information about their CEOs and execs in general from their websites. We guess it's a way to protect them as well. And this whole thing, when, main figures are giving a speech at a hotel, at a place, at a conference and all that, and most people know about the date, the time, and the location. And so this raises the topic: should those information be confirmed ahead of time? So let us know what you think about all this. This is really sad, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.